Hello, welcome to the Mega64 Podcast, coming to you live on a hot Friday morning. We thank you for joining us. We are here celebrating all things, celebrating life, celebrating being alive, being in this universe. You're here with Derrick, Rocco, Shawn, and Garrett, and maybe you're wondering, why do I need to celebrate? I have nothing worth celebrating. Well, we're going to fix your problem right now because starting today, we are going to be giving away a highly sought-after piece of exclusive merchandise. Look at this. Look at what we have right here.
Oh.
The Junk Food Snack Box SNK Fatal Fury exclusive leverless controller. Can we get a close-up on this?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Cane.
Oh, yeah.
Look at, iridescent. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Stunning.
Shimmering.
If you want this actual controller from my hand to your hand, you can get this for free. All you got to do is, well, it's complicated. Can we get our sweepstakes correspondent Meg to come in here and explain the process of entry?
We have a...
What's up?
Oh, nice.
Let's pop that graphic on screen here. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
All right, tell them what they got to do, Meg.
bit.ly/Mega64 giveaway. And there's a bunch of actions that you could take to get more entry tickets. So the more entry tickets you have, the better your chances of winning are.
Nice.
So yeah, so just do all that stuff and you're in.
That's
Gamified.
right.
There you go.
It's going to be a digital raffle. You can get tickets by retweeting the post promoting this. Just visiting our YouTube page will get you some raffle tickets. In fact, you don't have to do any of that. All you got to do is answer one question.
Yeah.
On the Bitly link.
Okay.
What's the question?
And any true Mega64 fan will know the answer to that question. I'm not going to say it here because they could cheat and they could Google the answers.
Oh.
But you don't have to support us in any way. All you got to do is answer one question and you are entered to win the Junk Food Snack Box. Garrett, you've been playing with one of these,
Beautiful.
right?
Yeah. Actually, Wednesday, finally got the PPS up and running again. And Brian and I were fooling around on some of the snack boxes.
Nice. And what's your takeaway, your first impression?
I'm completely switched over from, a fight stick. I was never good with the directional, no matter what grip.
Same.
I would try the champagne bottle or the whatever. Like there's all these different grips. And I just suck with the fight stick, and I ended up wanting to always use one because it looks cool, but I was probably better with the controller. But these, I can actually simplify my quarter circle moves a lot easier, and I do really like these now.
Hell yeah. Well, there you go. Look, it's already packaged up in the bubble wrap, ready to go. We're going to be mailing this out to somebody, so get your raffle tickets in there.
Get in.
And
why not?
You know what? We're going to announce the winner on 6-4 Day.
Oh.
Mega64
That's
Day.
Coming up.
The annual celebration of Mega64 is right around the corner. June 4th, 6-4.
This is breaking news. Look at that.
Breaking news.
You gotta get ready.
That day is going to be a day in infamy. We're going to celebrate Mega64, celebrate our legacy, and have a lot of fun while doing it. And I'm sure there'll be more announcements to come. So stay tuned. But June 4th, clear your calendar. Call out of work.
Okay.
Be prepared to, I should say.
Call into work and call out your coworkers.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be well worth it. Isn't it time you celebrated Mega64 for once?
Or what?
And we're going to make it happen that day, June 4th.
Once, again, always. Mega64.
Was that an actual slogan for something?
Mega64.
Wasn't that like WWE or something?
No, that's then, now, forever. And frankly, I'm tired of you bringing up wrestling every freaking podcast.
About
You just go
wrestling.
one episode without WWE.
You're such a mark, dude.
Jeez.
I'll try. Sorry, I just am so unprepared today. I'll do better and I'll try to get my lightsaber out for a routine later.
Thank you. That's
Thank
all we
you.
ask.
I think your lightsaber is somewhere underneath the stand. We put the stand on top of it.
Oh no.
We'll worry about that
It's
later.
usually there.
Put your kyber crystalline upside down.
So we're all over the internet. We're omnipresent. We're kind of like the gods of the internet.
Kind of like gods.
kind of like God, 4 gods of the internet here.
That's what they say.
You sound
about
like
us.
motivational streamer.
We're
Really?
not.
Yeah.
Does that motivate people? You look at
gotta
me.
look
I'm
at
kind of like a
yourself.
god of the internet.
You
Are
gotta
you
be like a
motivated
main
yet?
character. You know what I'm saying? You don't take any guff. Waitress tells you to jump. You don't say how high.
Waitress telling me to jump all the time, and it's really pissing me off. You jump.
We're not trying to sound before people get all mad that we're saying stuff like that. We're not trying to sound like, I know we sound like very like God complex, but we could just consider ourselves like God, how do I say, above the average person. Like we
Average
don't
is
want our
average,
audience
Shawn.
to identify with us because we consider ourselves like above the normal.
Yeah, heightened.
normal people. I don't mean normal people in a bad way. Like I mean it like insignificant people, like the viewers.
I don't think that's. I don't
Who
think
was
that's
the
fair
person
to
who said
say.
That was at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
That was a Twitch call.
That guy kept trying to
He was on
explain
stage,
it, and
right?
all the other streamers on the stage are going, "This isn't going well, man."
It's got to be a bit, right? It was not a bit.
Oh man,
One
I
of my
love
favorite
that.
clips ever.
That's
Sorry.
so good.
Well, speaking of things not going well, things have not been going well all over our ancillary industry, the one we're adjacent to, the video game industry.
Yes.
Oh, I love that industry.
It's so
Chaos.
so much shit hit the fan this week. We wanted to talk about it. Where do we even begin?
Well,
Borderlands, real fans got to pay $80.
yeah.
Everybody at Bungie is like filming themselves crying on stream or something or other. You know, it's getting crazy out here.
Well,
No.
I mean, if you want to start anywhere, honestly, it's like it feels like everything is kind of in chaos right now because I feel like the conversation and people at home, you would probably know. I mean, you're out there, you see it. I feel like there is just civil war happening over game prices, where it's like the Mario Kart like lit the powder keg.
Oh yeah.
Once that was $80, then it turned into is Donkey Kong $80? Oh, it's not. Oh, okay, that's good. Oh, but this other game's $80. Wait, and now they brought it to Borderlands 4 is coming out, and then there's been debate over if that's
Now,
going to be $80.
Hear me out. Call me crazy. I remember Super Nintendo games were like $77.
NES was $199 cartridges. I remember.
$199.
No.
99.
$99
$99
$100.
cartridges.
I don't remember that.
Well,
I don't
you're
remember
older
that.
than me, so you probably have, but
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
few years. So my memories are foggy from that time.
Yeah, well, it should be. I always there's a little bit of my gut that kicks in when I do see that where people, oh my god, $79.99 for a game, and I do flash back to Final Fantasy 3 was $74.99 at Walmart
And
in
that's
the 90s,
in
and
the
I
90s.
was like meticulously trying to find ways to earn money as a kid,
Yeah.
and but I do think back to that, but then also at the time, all these games were made on these proprietary cartridges, which were hella expensive. Like probably
Right.
$30 of that was to put it on that cartridge, just to have that. And so of course that cost has gone away. Okay.
I remember being really excited when Dreamcast was the console of the time because
Yeah.
Dreamcast games were like $40.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
And being in high school, like it was shocking,
Yeah.
but in a good way. I was like, $40 for a game.
Yeah.
Damn, I could actually buy this on my allowance.
Then we
Yeah,
found out
'cause-
we could just burn them.
Well,
yeah. Ooh, even cheaper.
Well, also, I remember as a kid being so excited for N64, but yeah, that was still cartridge prices. There were games that were $59.99 and more. And then, PlayStation, I was kind of not paying attention to that. And then they got Final Fantasy and stuff. And then it was like, oh, all the games across the board are $49.99. They're pretty much all $50 or less. A lot of times they were 40.
But that being said, I'm still not happy to hear that games are going back up to $80. We've been spoiled, and
Yeah.
I want to continue to be spoiled. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure me.
Well,
I'm used to
Donkey
my
Kong-
remakes being $39.99. I'm used to full games being $59.
Donkey Kong is not 80 though, right? What is
It's
that?
going to be $69.99.
Okay, so this is my
Nice.
thought on this is
Uh-huh.
that now with them doing this $80 thing, it's like, oh, and this one's $70. Okay. And you think in your head, oh, it's a good deal. Even
Yeah,
though a
yeah.
second ago I was mad about paying $70.
Yeah.
That's like these fucking tariffs where, oh, they're going to be 150%. Okay, that's impossible. That sucks. Well, you know what? Now they're 30%. Everyone's like, okay, it's not so bad.
Yeah,
no, it's very bad.
Thank
this
you,
is
Mr.
bad.
Pitchford. Thank you.
I've seen so many people with the tariff stuff because I'll just say every company collectible company that I follow is going through intense things right now. And they're all posting about how, well, now that it's been pretty much resolved, we can, or there's all these people telling them, oh, it sounds like it's been resolved. And they're like, no, 30% is still really bad.
That's really bad. And if they would have started with 30%, everyone lost their shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not, just because you made it worse doesn't mean it's better. So now I feel like the same with the video games where it's like you hear $70, like, oh, it's only $70. Okay, easy.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing to us. They're trying to fucking trick us. I'm seeing through it.
But
you're forgetting the tariffs are good.
Oh, I forgot about that part. Sorry, sorry
about that.
Yeah, did I not say that earlier?
Yeah, because it's good.
It's good.
It's because it's like American.
I saw that some person at Target who worked there was taking pictures of the price tags before and then after, like for like HDMI cables or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like this cable was $9, now it's $17, and it's just like showing you like what. These
but you shouldn't be getting cables from another country. It's bad.
Well, I got it from Target.
I get domestic cables.
Yeah. No, I do too. I didn't do it.
But anyway, the big agent of chaos with all the game price stuff. Is everything okay?
Yeah,
his computer's good.
It's about
my computer's having a USB sentient.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looked like it was coming alive. But the agent of chaos in all this, though, truly on every side of the issue, is then Grand Theft Auto 6, which they find so it got delayed, but now it's coming supposedly.
A year.
The final date is May next
26th.
year. Yeah, of next year, and they have said in interviews how big this game is. It's $1 billion piece of entertainment.
Jesus.
Right. It's how it's the biggest game ever made, blah, 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 blah. And in all these interviews, they keep saying like, this game, how much is in it should be $100. Like this game should be $99. Like it should be whatever. And what's funny is I do see so much anguish over the game prices, and I totally understand that. But I've seen so many people online like, well, yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, I mean, that could be $99, but nothing else. But I feel like I've seen enough people say that now. Yeah, I guess I don't want them to know it, but yeah, I would pay it for that. I've seen that enough that I'm like, they're gonna do that.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be $200.
You think so?
Anything the public is comfortable with, double that, and that's what the corporation is going to force on you.
But I definitely feel like if there's a question of like, will people pay $99 for that game? I feel like they're seeing the same thing I am.
They're going to pay $200 for that game.
Yeah, that's a special
They're going
edition.
to pay that.
That's a collector's edition with like a fat ass suit to put on and like a
dude. If you want that
stacks of
main
money
character to have a
and
big bad dumper
AK-47.
swinging in your face when you're in third person, and who doesn't? We're going to be paying $200.
I keep seeing there was a tweet that was going around like as soon as that new trailer came out.
Yeah,
and it has the main character. She's like, there's a shot of her butt in the trailer.
It's purposeful.
And some account retweeted it with I don't remember exactly how they worded it.
Yeah,
like,
it's so good.
I'm gonna lay into that ass as soon as this game drops.
What does that mean?
What?
Sir?
What are you gonna?
Whose
man's
is
you gonna
this?
jack off?
He's gonna
What?
He's going to be fucking
What does that
motorboating his TV.
Yeah. No, that's my new OLED. Get away from that TV.
Goodness.
Yeah, I'm just
Can't get
curious
pink eye
what
from
they
the LED though.
That's true. That's true.
He's going to be like face up against the glass, sniffing so hard on the TV.
Turn on HDR.
HDR mode activated. Anyway, so I don't know what that meant. But yeah, I am very curious how that's going to go. And I'm curious the people watching here. Are you in that same boat? Like, all right, GTA 6, I'll pay $99 or more or double.
200.
I think there will be, I don't think their base price will be that much.
Sure.
But I could see the base price, like standard game, being $99, and then there is a $200 one, and then you get
or
all these
120.
ones.
Wait, here's this is what I'll say.
I can
Okay,
see that.
would I spend $99? Now, I keep in mind I've never played a second of any GTA game ever.
Not a second.
Not a second.
Okay.
I do plan on buying this game though, because
Yes.
the hype is here, and
I'm
I
doing that.
am curious what $1 billion game looks like.
Looks amazing,
So I want to
yeah.
know. So would I spend that? I would, yes. But the agreement I'm going to make is if you spend $1 billion on your game, $100, no problem. If you don't, I'm not doing it. So that I think that's the threshold for me.
I'm waiting for the $1 billion Mario
if you spend 10 years and $1 billion, all right, you got me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can fuck off.
I don't want $100.
Well, with that
Mario.
logic, they'll just inflate the. Yeah, we spent $1 billion.
They spend it on themselves.
Yeah,
Like,
marketing.
like the new Madden, they're not
just,
doing that every year.
Sean wants us all to give ourselves a raise, so he'll pay more for the game. So we're now spending $1 billion on this.
It's a workaround.
Yeah, it just cracks me up because I know they're going to try that with GTA 6. But my question is, who's going to be the first chump that tries it after that? Some other company is going to think, well, they charge $99. We could do that for Saints Row. No, you can't. Like, I really think this is a very special time or
Game.
There
certain
were already.
game.
I mean, this is a moot point because I went to get Indiana Jones on PS5. They tried to sell me $100 copy of it.
Yeah, there was that was the one that I
And
got.
I'm like, fuck you. I looked at the guy at GameStop, said, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, dude.
Take that, shove that up $100 of your own ass.
Yeah.
Give me the $70 one, bitch.
I was there.
What
And
does it come
Derrick,
with?
I've never seen you slap
game.
an employee.
Yeah.
like that. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah. I was
It was just like,
let me show
don't
you,
say that
Let
again.
me show you my little whippy trick.
Yeah. Yeah, whippy trick. That's the opening line of Raiders of the Lost Ark. I forgot about
Let
that.
me show you my little
yeah.
whippy trick.
Throw me the idol. Show me your whippy trick.
Are you guys far in that game, Indiana Jones? Because
I beat it when it came out.
I got kind of burnt out on it.
I
too.
am in fucking at the pyramids. I'm like, what do
Same.
I do?
You got further than me.
I'm in the
Really?
pyramids too.
Like,
Look at
where
your map.
do
I got to
I'm
the part
looking
where
at my
the,
map.
The blimp showed
this is
up.
why I don't ask Rocco for help.
Yeah, the blimp thing was cool.
That's where I'm at.
The
That's
blimp,
where
the blimp is
oh,
cool.
wait, hold
A
on.
little further than
I
that,
think
I
Rocco just gave you some sage advice.
Yeah, look at the
Yeah.
map.
Look at
Have
the
you
map.
tried looking at the
Where
map?
do I go? I said, look at the map. Pretty sound advice.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
like
map.
Put that in the chat.
Fuck you.
the map.
Look at
First
the
of all,
map.
sucks.
No, it
What's
doesn't.
wrong with the map?
You can walk around while you have it out.
Yeah,
it's kind
but
of a cool
I want to
gimmick.
get closer
like
than
that.
that. I can't see shit.
You gotta go
Well,
under
that's
a light.
a different issue. Have you thought about getting glasses? yet?
Excavate a pair of spectacles,
If
Dr.
I had
Jones.
$1 for every time people tell me to get glasses, I'd have glasses by now. But no, I don't. I don't.
For real though.
What is your okay? Hold. Side note: do you not think you need glasses?
No, I don't.
But every single week we have a different context in where you're not able to see something.
It's the
That
it's the
does seem-
wiring
that
behind
does
the
seem
ocular
correct. Yes.
organs.
Okay, I don't think I need glasses, but maybe I'll go get an eye exam and then I'll let you know because this is enough of this. Johnny's sick of this discussion, so you're right.
Sounds
I
like
will-
content.
We did an eye exam. I think we printed.
Yeah, but that
something
was
out.
here. I'll
We need
do
to
like
take you
I'll
to
go like
a
an official place.
Ocularist.
I don't remember. How'd you score on the Mega64 eye exam?
I passed.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was good.
I was awesome. They said, Sean, you're awesome.
We
Something like
measured
that.
it out. We printed it to the
Are
right
you-
size. I think it was
what's-
accurate.
Are you playing on a small TV?
No, it's 60 inches
Okay.
in my living
All
room.
right, that's small.
Hey,
Oh,
I will
okay.
say
Yeah.
I like the map system in Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, because it's so realistic. The fact that you can actually kind of like shift it down a little, but still look up and walk around and see
Yeah,
your
I like
person
that.
moving.
Minecraft mechanics.
It reminds me of, like Minecraft or Doom. You couldn't see yourself at all, but you could at least see your cursor moving, which I always appreciated.
Yeah.
That and the fact that it's so realistic that like if you're in a dark ass cave, you can't see shit. You have to like walk under to a candle area.
Yeah, where I just was, I couldn't go anywhere. I'm like, oh, you have to go get a lighter. Where the fuck am I going to get a lighter? Where do you do
You
that?
go up to the villagers and buy it. She tells you in the cutscene.
Yeah. Gotta pay attention to the cutscenes.
You
That'll help.
guys, I'm paying attention.
These are two great tips.
Yeah.
You might want to write these down.
Yeah,
There-
go
there
to the
were-
village and buy a lighter.
Yeah. Okay.
There were a couple times though where it was like, yeah, go to the thing, and it's like I'm at the thing. I don't know. And there were maybe like 2 times in that game where I just looked up a YouTube video.
You had to
Oh, you
explore.
go under
Because
this thing. I didn't know
Because
that.
that's the thing is like, oh, you can't get this lighter without a disguise so they can like,
Yeah.
and so I'm like, well, where do I get the fucking disguise?
Put the disguise on.
I know you got to put it on, but where do I get it? Oh, it's at the south end of the. I had to Google that. I'm like, where the fuck do I get this thing?
Dude, the way I play games benefits me in this title particularly because I just search every nook and cranny before I move on. For
Yeah,
the
you
level.
like scour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Every
Dungeon
pickup,
crawl.
kill
Yeah.
every enemy, sneak up and assassinate every single person on the map, and then I can run around freely. They do kind of respawn, but
The
Game's good.
game, I said this last podcast I was on, it looks great. I love the Indiana Jones like world and aesthetic, but it does feel a little like fetch questy, you know?
Sure.
Like, go find these 4 things. All right. Guess I'm looking around for these four.
Take these
4
pictures.
things.
Yeah.
There,
Cat mummy
I will
shit.
say though, not that I'm necessarily disagreeing or anything, but there are some things too that I get caught up in that game that were like felt like that,
Yeah.
and then I find out like, oh, you don't need to do that. Like there were times I felt like I had to do something, and it's like, oh, this is actually like an optional. Oh, I read this wrong. Like and some levels were more like that than others. But that being said, there were parts that that felt a little bit.
Yeah, it's like you go into it with this expectation of like how exciting the action movie was, and the game is much slower than just watching an action movie. It feels like they have to fill in all these in-between moments where, you're like pretending to be a priest walking around
Yeah.
a church.
Yeah.
But I
the Vatican.
kind of like some of
Vatican.
that though. I kind of like some of it
I
where
did too.
where you're, just being an archaeologist. I kind of like that aspect. I'm glad even if there might be a little too much of it sometimes, I'm glad it's there rather than not. You know what I mean? Like if they'd gone the other route where it's like they just make him badass action guy and nothing else, So I'll take the good with the bad.
Yeah, I can respect because if it was like a first-person shooter, and,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Oh,
a
right.
boomer shooter,
We didn't need
like
that.
Doom, it wouldn't be the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis might top this game.
Oh
Might be-
shit! Might be the
might
next
be the
thing.
superior title.
No,
No, that's a point-and-click adventure from like
Back in the day,
yeah.
LucasArts.
I was,
But
I was an Infernal Machine player.
That was the second one.
Oh, okay. There was
Yeah.
one before that. Damn.
Or
Yeah.
one. There were 2 of them.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know which
yeah.
came first.
I
Yeah,
played one.
I don't remember
that
either.
was like when you'd stay the night at a friend's house, and it's like, look at what I have on my Windows PC.
Yeah, I never had that at home, but at like
Yeah.
my cousin's house,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, Fate of Atlantis.
Infernal Machine. It sounded so
Um,
cool, and the game was not fun.
But yeah, to take it back to what we were talking about, though, I did get the $99 version of that game because
What's on that?
they're going to release another story thing later,
Okay.
more of the story, or another story,
Another story
whatever.
chapter
And whenever
with a
it's
new
like
map.
story content, I don't care about like, oh, more costumes, another gun for
Yeah.
him. I don't care about that. But story stuff I do, and it's just basically like, if you get the $99 version, that's all included when those DLCs come out later.
Sure.
You already have them.
Wait, so you pay $99 and there's not anything more on the game right now?
There's some things you get right now, but not anything I care about. I just wanted to
Whoa.
have the.
It'll be
upcoming
cheaper though in the long run, probably, because if you bought the DLC outright, it would be what, like
I have no idea. In retrospect, it was stupid because there's been no news about that
Gotcha.
DLC.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're like 2027.
I just wanted to have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay, whenever that drops, I've already got it. But then, yeah.
Well, that makes me
Thinking
feel
back, I'm like, when did that happen?
that makes me feel good because having played the game, I kind of got burnt out on it before. I'm not even at the pyramids, wherever you guys are. And
Yeah.
I've put that game down, started playing something else. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just picked it back up again. I feel like it's one I can come back to for little bursts.
I do too. I'll definitely go back to it.
Sure.
But
I am curious, like, what do you think the first game to do that, like, more content, story-based content after the initial release? Was that like Gears of War?
I feel like it kind of was.
I'm trying to think back to before that, but I can't. I feel like the first Gears of War was like full price game, and then like 3 months later, like, hey, buy this, like, was it like $15, like extra chapter?
something like that. Yeah, but it was like, oh, there's like more story.
Yeah, and it was all the main characters, and
Yeah.
exactly, it was continuation
Was-
off of this ending. It was cool.
I'm trying to think if it was Gears of War 1 or 2, but there was
Yeah,
like
it was
DLC where they were both the dudes dressed up like the locusts.
To go underground and
You know,
infiltrate.
yeah. Was that 1 or 2? I can't remember.
Oh, and it took place. It didn't go after the ending. It kind of took place in between, like
Yeah.
the third and fourth chapters. Of
yeah,
the
something
game.
like that. It showed you what they went through.
That was pretty cool.
I remember back then going like, damn, that was the Xbox 360. That was kind of a new era of games. And I remember thinking like, damn, that was pretty cool. They extended the game. I've never seen something like that before. But I can't think before that. Maybe that was
Yeah.
the first to do it. I can't remember. But anyway.
Also, I was so wrong on the Nintendo cartridge prices. They were not $100.
Yeah, I didn't
looked
remember
it
them
up.
being 90. I didn't
How
remember
much were
that.
they?
I think they were like, it said between 45 and 60.
For
Okay.
NES.
For
you're
NES
talking.
cartridges.
I
Yeah.
remember like Mortal Kombat 2 because I was obsessed with Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
when I had a Super Nintendo.
Sure.
Those were like my dad would complain because I'd be like, "Could I get that for Christmas?" He'd be like, $70.
Yeah.
Certain games, I think,
$69.99.
maybe were higher. Like a big Japanese RPG might have been more.
Yes, for
Hey,
sure.
let's be real. Current games are $65.
Yeah.
Sometimes more.
I'm currently at this point now where I'm finally realizing in my life, like, you're never going to get through your backlog. So stop buying stuff that you want to collect on day one. Buy it 4 months down the road. So like, I got
Yeah.
a little list that I keep in my phone, and it's like I'm waiting for like the Silent Hill 2 remake to drop a little lower. It's come down once, but I'm waiting for that to come down again. Like all these like Red Dead Redemption remake, it was like, okay, that already launched pretty cheap, like $40, 39. Which I love that they do that for remakes. At least they're like, look, we'll
I'll just
a
give you my
discount.
Silent Hill 2.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well, dude, let me know.
Dude,
because I'm
I-
looking for it for 25, so I'll hand you a crisp 20 and a 5.
Fucking done.
Okay,
Because
fuck yeah.
Johnny was
The
playing
deal is
that and I
done.
was like, yeah, this looks fun. And I played it and I was like, I fucking hate survival horror games.
Yeah, I'm surprised you bought that.
Why, I know that I don't like these games. Why am I trying this? I got scared.
We'll talk.
It's scary.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But I for the first time, like I want Doom Dark Ages so bad, but it's like that's gonna be cheaper in 6 months. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna be able to play it now. I'm kind of okay with. There's certain things like the hype got me on. Actually, the fear is starting to set in because digital is so prevalent and everyone downloads their games. Less games are even getting printed on physical media.
Yeah.
There's way less shelf space in way less stores that even carry video games.
Yeah.
So I have this fear that I'm balancing with like, well, what if that game isn't available in 6 months because it was a limited pressing?
Yeah.
And like I got to go to eBay and now pay like $20 more.
Yeah.
And that kind of is what got me with that new Capcom Fighting Collection 2.
Yeah, I want to pick that up. I kept meaning to.
I saw, it'd been in my Amazon wish list for a while, and it was like, all right, it's not an expensive collection. I think it's like 39 or 45 or something like that. And then the day it launched, and the next like 4 days, it was like gone. It was off Amazon. That got me scared. So as soon as it came back to Amazon, I was like, oh yeah, $45. Yeah, sure. I'm not going to open that for another 6 months. Well, not longer. But that fear now has me buying games out of like, I might not be able to find it down the road. So I'm balancing. If it's a popular publisher, it'll probably be there. If it's a little Japanese indie studio, like buy that thing day one.
It's funny because with games now, with the way that things are going with the Switch 2,
Yeah.
and how like it's come out that like 90% of the games coming out for that aren't on the cart. It's like you buy a cart and it just tells you to download it.
Such a
And
sadness.
now I think now I'm like, yeah, I'm just digital.
They're
on
forcing
Switch
you
2.
into it.
Which whatever. I was already kind of on that fence anyway because the way the Switch 1 was, it was like half the time you had to download something anyway.
Yeah.
But so games, I'm kind of going more the digital route anyway, unfortunately. But I love collecting movies. Like I still like, buying
4Ks.
like 4K Blu-rays
Yeah.
and stuff like that. That is where I'm at, where you're at, Garrett, where in the past it's been like, oh, I don't need to buy that movie. I'll get that like Black Friday. I'll get that a year from now. They're never going to run out. They never do. And now it's like, oh, you wanted Kingdom of Heaven director's cut on 4K Blu-ray? Yeah, it's
actually gone.
They sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the
eBay.
movies that you have? Because I have a couple where I'm like proud I own the physical because you can't find it anywhere.
You know what it was for me
Yeah.
for a long time, and maybe it's kind of different now. For the longest time, it was straight up Tron.
Okay.
That was, I remember Legacy came out and all these people were hitting me up. I heard you had the Tron DVD. You couldn't find that movie anywhere.
Wow.
So I knew people who wanted to see Legacy that were like, I never saw the original. Do you want to watch the original? I know you own a copy of it. It was like,
I think that
damn.
was me. I think I borrowed it.
Yeah, you did. And at one point you
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
But it's still like not the easiest to find. I guess maybe Disney Plus has it possibly.
I
but-
found out that 28 years later is coming
yeah.
out. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
28 weeks later is like nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Locked up in some legal bullshit.
Yeah.
Not available to stream, not available to buy, going for like $300 on
Whoa.
eBay.
Yeah.
I got a DVD.
Dude, I called up Book Off
Oh, yeah?
and
Oh.
they didn't know what they fucking had. So they're like,
So you
well,
had-
yeah, we got a 2-pack 28 days later, 28 weeks later, it looks like it's $14. I'm like, I'm on my way right now. I got the last copy of it.
Nice, dude.
That was I swooped in. This was probably like last year. And then
Hell yeah. I remember us talking about that.
yeah, seeing all these articles, where could you find this movie? And I was like, haha, I got it.
For me, when I was a kid, it was I owned a copy of UHF, and no one could get that.
That was extremely hard to find.
Yeah, we had to go to Suncoast Video and be on a list and just like wait like 7 months for finally one was available for me to buy. And then up until recently, it was impossible to watch American Movie, that documentary that I love so much. But now it's everywhere, which I'm glad. But there was a time that only my DVD was the only way you could watch it.
You could watch it on Amazon Prime in 4K.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like you have every option to see that.
But like during COVID, you couldn't find it at all. It was gone.
Yeah.
What about maybe Rocco? You might know, but isn't the Fight Club DVD with like the fucked up like FBI warning at the beginning? Isn't that one like hard to find now?
It kind of is now. Weirdly enough, Fight Club is like not really readily available right now.
Really?
For real.
And I think it's because, just as a side note, David Fincher has been remastering all his movies slowly but surely. Like 7 finally was kind of unavailable, and now that's out. It's out. You can get that in 4K because he just redid it. But I think Fight Club is not done yet, or
7's
something.
a great movie, by the
So
way.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
But yeah, the last release of it was on a Blu-ray, and yeah, it was. It brings up the menu for Never Been Kissed.
I love that. That's so funny.
With what's
Drew Barrymore.
It actually shows that
No shit.
info first, and then it glitches out, and then it's like Tyler Durden's face and
Dust Brothers music starts playing.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
There was other stuff on that disc too. It was really well done, but yeah, I bet you it'll get a re-release soon. I have to imagine.
But with Never Been Kissed removed from the menu.
Yeah, I'm bummed about that.
I have so much physical media, and I think the rarest of the out of print stuff is probably in my like DVD collection, because I have a lot of anime that was printed by like US Manga Corps or like AD Vision. Not even those are even popular. I have some weird Animigo. I have some weird DVDs that just never got out of that era. Never went on Blu-ray, never went streaming or anything.
Yeah.
When I was getting into tape collecting last year, I found, I don't know where I picked this up, but it was an anime. They basically made 2 episodes of an anime to promote a toy line that fucking flopped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh.
So I popped it in there and I was like, what is this crazy? Like, what is this shit? And then I Googled it and it was like, yeah, these toys were available for like 3 months in 1991.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
went nowhere. So this tape is not popular. These toys are not popular. And I was like,
That's
shit,
a rare
I feel like I
find.
have something cool here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That just reminds me something that I have an official VHS of. When I was a kid, I found it. It was like they included. I was really into the Crash Dummies toys.
Me
Oh,
too.
Yeah.
And the cartoon.
Yes, and they did 1 episode of that cartoon. It was a pilot because they thought it would sell the toys, and then they saw the pilot, and it was CG. I think maybe the first TV show that they tried to do fully CG, and they did 1 episode, and I guess the network was like, "You're going to do this every week? Fuck that. That's not going to work
Was
out."
there a 2D animation version?
Yeah,
of
'cause
Crash
I remember-
Dummies?
No,
'Cause that's
not to my knowledge.
I
what
remember that.
remember watching.
And the same voice actor
Maybe.
that did Pete Venkman in the real Ghostbusters was one of the test dummies.
He definitely was.
He did
Yeah,
the same exact voice too.
in the but there were commercials,
Oh.
yeah, that's what the Crash Dummies were
They
from. Is
must
these
have been commercials.
these
That's what I'm
promos,
thinking of.
Because as a kid, I remember really loving that. But I was probably like 7. So.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, I found I guess at one point they made a bunch of Crash Dummies figures that were characters specific to this pilot. So it was like a bad guy named I don't remember what his name, Mondo or something. I don't know, but it was like a Crash Dummy. He looked like Darth Vader, like Crash Dummy.
Oh,
And
okay.
Anyway, they made it for that, and the show never went anywhere. So they actually released that action figure. It was already made. They bundled it with a VHS of that pilot. So it's like, well, at least the kid
Give
will
it
understand
relevance.
what it is.
Hell yeah.
And I found that as a kid, and apparently it was very rare.
Wow.
During MLK week, at some point within maybe a few years ago, I actually played that on the
Wow.
on the stream. It was like no one cares about this.
Yeah, that's what.
So I guess that's something that I own that I'm like proud that I have.
I want to play. We've talked about it a few times, but with our Discord server for our Patreon, I want to play like some old out of print like anime VHS or
Yeah,
DVDs or something
that'd
in
be
my
cool.
office one time.
That'd be
I'll
cool.
let you borrow my tape
Dude, yeah,
From
we
the
should
2
screen.
episodes
We should screen that.
of the show. I
Join
don't remember.
me. We could do this together. You and I come in. show each other our
I got some cool tapes. I
our
was
cool
proud of
shit.
what I put together. Like any hobby I get into, comics, VHS, I acquire some really good shit very quickly. And then it's like, yeah, I don't have room in my house for all of this. I went from like 2 tapes to 4 to 8 to like, okay, now I have a box of 40. I was like, all right, I got to stop before this turns into a problem.
I'm trying to think how much, like, there's physical media shelving in every household corner.
Yeah, you have a lot.
Every room.
Yeah, I'm out of room.
You got to open up a museum.
It's every closet, every.
We should
every
open up
room
like
that's-
a rental store in San Diego.
Yo, we have enough of a collection.
Where we all just put all our extra shit in there, and it's like Mega64, come borrow our shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
Old school
Membership.
rental games.
Mega64 Buster.
We would be hard pressed to like loan our shit out. I know like me and Kevin definitely would, but if all like Kevin included, the 5 of us, all of our gaming collections put together, like with audio and video, we'd make like a pretty dope like retro rental
that'd be
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Maybe it's not rental. It's like you got to come to our location
And use it.
screen the movie there or play the
Yeah.
game there.
I'll hit play for it.
It's like
Don't touch it. Sit down.
This
Stop.
is getting into the booths, the like the porno booth type business
Yeah, but
model.
we don't show porn. We just show like
Dude,
old
we
weird
just show
shit.
like
When we go to a
Dune
convention,
from
we
David
should just
Lynch.
bring a VCR and set up like a little 2-seater screening area. Like, hey, we're gonna play some tapes here.
Come watch our old
Come
shit.
watch our shit.
I got Cartoon Network from '93 recorded.
Hey, I got Dante's Inferno on PS3. You want to play it? Sit right here.
I was going to say real quick, though, this just popped because this happened this week, but just one last thing about like physical media reigning supreme
Yeah,
as it always does.
and always will.
There were a bunch of legal reasons for South Park to be like the show was on HBO Max, but the specials were on Paramount
yeah.
and whatever. I guess it's all going to Paramount. It's
Okay.
all going to be on Paramount. But it came out, the episode lists came out, and it's like, yeah, not including this episode.
Oh,
This episode
fuck.
had anything with any kind of anti-Semitic jokes are not being included.
That's
which
the whole like
that's a lot of them.
8 seasons of
Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ.
Ones that it was like, oh, super best friends, and there were religious figures that they didn't want to show.
Don't have the show on then.
whatever. There's a bunch of missing episodes. Recently they bundled all the. I think the whole show got put on Blu-ray.
Oh.
I mean, over the course of time, DVD for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
have the DVDs.
But I think they're all on Blu-ray at this point too. And they've been releasing like, okay, box set 1, its first 15 seasons. Box set 2, 15 through 30.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a lot of shit. And from what I understand, they're all in there.
Oh, really?
So once again, it's like if you got the physical media, you have it all.
You're reminding me of not because it's out of print, but because it's so heavily censored. I covet my DVD box set of the Boondocks.
Oh,
Because that's another show where it's like there's so many missing episodes if you look that up on streaming.
Okay. Yeah.
Scenes taken out and whole episodes just gone too, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
South Park thing. So
Yeah.
that's where I hate that fucking being able to censor that product for the masses is like it seems very dystopian.
Well, I get it because there's a lot of people out there who are dumb and
Context means nothing. to them.
yeah, they kind of see these racist, insensitive, discriminatory jokes, and it's just
Sure.
kind of like then they start perpetuating that behavior in their own
I
life.
get it.
Sure.
That's
Like-
why
Yeah.
Chappelle supposedly walked away from that season 2 and all that money at Comedy
Yeah.
Central. He's like, yeah, but the wrong people are
And I
are
don't
not
know.
are not getting it for the right
You know,
reasons.
Honestly, a lot of times it's just like teenagers. It's just young kids.
People
who-
that need to learn to be checked
yeah,
and haven't yet.
And I
Yeah.
feel like we've all been there, been
Sure.
like imitating shit, and then later on in life you're like, oh, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you think about it too, though, watching something on streaming versus buying the physical media, the contexts are very different. With South Park, anybody off the street, you might have the streaming service and you put it on and wait, what did they just say?
That
And
played
it's
in my
it's
pizza
something,
shop. Yeah.
It's something from another era that maybe doesn't resonate now, and it's like, what? If you're buying that box set, how many hundreds of dollars South Park box set, that show, and the context is not an issue for you.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
That's a
You
great
know it's,
point.
you know.
That's the perfect
That's a really good point.
summation of the situation. Yeah.
And I think that the streaming service has the right to put what they want and what they don't want on their service. It's
Yeah,
their right to operate their business how they want.
Yeah.
It's just as a physical media collector, I again am like stoked when I have something that's
Yeah, you
uncensored,
can't get it.
not
yeah.
available. Like I got some old
Sure.
stand-up specials and some old Richard Pryor albums that it's just like, yeah, I don't know if that's going to be on Apple Music. I don't know.
What did Richard Pryor say?
Oh, let me tell you after.
As long as
Don't-
South
He was
Park.
making fun of Bill Cosby. It was kind of fucked up.
No, you shouldn't do that. As long as South Park doesn't change the theme song.
Hey, that
Lights
theme
off.
song. That theme song's great. Is that Bar X
Yes.
who did that? Was so talented, but I'm getting a little tired of that theme song. And
Uh-oh.
I want
That's fair.
to submit potentially a new theme song.
Oh.
And I will play it on my phone here. And Shawn, I want you to listen and tell
I'm-
me if you like this. Or
I'm
See
not.
if the-
listening.
yeah, viewers at home, you listen
So
too.
I need to get like a really good beat and just throw down like,
What is this?
Feeling going down to the yellow and brown.
the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's what's in.
What is this?
Price on the loose. Manny gonna cruise. That's what's in.
What the hell is going on?
Padres on the loose. Let's go goose. That's what's in.
I like that a lot better.
Slap. Send them back. That's what's in. Back, feel it, back, feel it, back, feel it, back. Back, feel it, back, feel it, back.
What is happening?
Back, feel it, back, feel it, back, feel it, back. Back, feel it, back, feel it, back.
Johnny's sampled.
Back, feel it, back, feel it, back, feel it, back. Back, feel it, back, feel it, back. Back, feel it, back, feel it, back, feel it, back. Back, feel it, back, feel it, back.
Johnny's laughing there.
Wow.
What was
That was
that?
amazing.
It was amazing, dude.
What was that?
New theme song?
What is
could be.
that?
New
The
theme
Johnny
song?
sample, bro.
Who made? Did you make that?
That is on our Discord. That was Bar X.
No way.
Wow.
Once again,
Yo,
Bar
that was
Bar
awesome.
It's so
batting at
good.
1,000,
Wow.
hitting home runs.
He
Man.
made that.
That was a conversation we had
my
on
God.
PAX when you guys were at PAX and we did the podcast.
Oh.
I talked about that rap is actually good.
Yeah.
They just delivered it in the shittiest, dorkiest manner ever.
Yeah, you got flow.
And it's more about the presentation than the actual lyrics.
Wow.
Oh my god, that's
That
so good, guys.
leg-
we talked to Bar X at PAX East
Yeah.
Yeah, we were face to face with him.
several
Yeah,
times.
never
This
had
sneaky fucker
no
was
idea.
planning, plotting against you.
Well, let me say
Now you like the song.
the rap that was great. The message, not so good.
Yeah,
but the rap is the sound and the music quality is
Johnny's sample
that
laugh.
was,
Johnny, can you emulate that?
yeah.
Hey,
All right.
I was born
So
to do
good.
it.
Dan, that's awesome. That's really awesome. That's so
back,
funny.
Baby back, baby back. It's gonna be in my head.
That was
Sorry,
amazing.
Sean.
That's way better than the original.
I think we maybe if you could email me that, me and Brian might have to start playing that on the PPS.
It's on the Mega64 Discord.
Okay,
Go-
I'm
go
gonna
find it.
hit him up later.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sean. That's
No,
pretty
I
good.
mean it's a banger. I get
pretty
it.
good. Bar X.
That song's
dope.
pretty good.
That's pretty good. All right, I'll tip my cap. That was a good one.
Oh man.
Well, I was gonna say the Padres are actually losing.
Yeah, because they're cursed.
No, well, here's the thing: is you cursed them last time, and
Yeah.
it worked out well for me because they won a lot.
No, I don't think they did.
But they did. But now they have lost like 6 or 7 in a row.
How when you say
So the
they
curse
won a
worked.
lot, how many
Yeah,
did
how
they
many
win?
did they win?
I think they won. I think it was like
thinks?
5 or 6 in a row.
Don't exaggerate.
I think it
It
was.
was
like,
it was like 2 games.
no, I think it was like
But 7 losses
it
is
was-
bigger than even
Yeah,
6
it was
wins.
a lot, and
It was the
they-
delayed
one of the
impact
games they
curse.
lost fucking 14-0.
Oh,
it's not.
It's to
That was
get
the
your
curse.
hopes up.
That
So
was the
I'm-
curse.
no.
No, that was all part of the curse.
Well, I was gonna say I want you to make another curse because
Oh, gladly.
because I think that the curse is actually helpful because that will get us
Okay.
out of this.
All right.
So make a curse so we can win tonight.
Get ready. Here it comes. And he's gonna give it to you.
Padres!
Oh, geez.
Johnny's ears.
Your 8-game losing streak will continue. And if you happen to sneak in a win here or there, it will only fuel an even greater losing streak. I want you to lure the Padres fans into a false sense of security before dashing and crashing and crushing their dreams like you do every year.
Oh.
And I curse you to repeat your yearly losing record. You will never, ever, ever, ever win a championship
Okay, that was-
ever so long as Derrick Acosta is alive.
Oh, Padre fans, we know what we got to do. Derrick, thank you, because I feel like we're going to win tonight now. I feel good.
Presence.
I feel better that you did that. Now we'll see what happens. But
You're tempting. You're playing with fire, dude.
yeah, but
Bryce gonna lose. Manny gonna cruise.
but we're already losing 7 in a row. What's that gonna happen at this point?
Let's go, Goose.
I'm ready to
Eliminated.
try anything at this point. So Derrick, shouts out.
Keep
Thank you.
losing, get eliminated from the playoffs. Even
They're not. The playoffs haven't even.
yeah, but you
They won't
keep
even
this.
make it to
Keep
playoffs.
this streak.
They
up.
will make it to the. Don't say that.
They're not even gonna. I curse thee. They will not even make it to the playoffs.
Oh, they're getting there,
Dude, no Switch 2 for Sean, and
Okay.
the playoffs don't happen for him.
We are
It's gonna be
getting
a
down
bad
to the
year.
wire, and I'm tired of the Switch 2 jokes.
It's gonna be a bad year for
It's
you.
not
dude.
even like it's not just on the podcast. They're making
the
jokes.
Do we even have Switch 2
I don't
for
know.
Sean? I know.
Yes.
You-
Well, I did get an extra one.
I know
Yeah,
he
you
didn't get one
did.
for himself, so I think all the others are. Johnny told me his aunt needs a Switch 2. So now we gotta.
Ooh.
Boney
How
went
much
up.
you love
Johnny's
your aunt?
or your best friend Sean? That's the question.
Best
No offense
friend?
to your aunt Johnny.
Wow,
But-
best friend.
What's Johnny's birthday?
Johnny's birthday?
Yeah.
September. No, sorry, no, December 18th. December 18th. Okay.
Well, he did say September. and
I
then
was
you
thinking
cackled.
Derek's, and that's the 27th of September. I fucked up, but it's fine.
Do you remember?
Rocco's the December 20th.
I didn't
We're
want
not
that out there.
impressed.
Oh, sorry about
No,
that.
no one's
That's
impressed
okay.
by your remote
Kevin,
memory.
May 1st.
Cool.
Show off.
Thanks.
What's Johnny's middle name?
Jonathan Davis Weiss.
No, it's Jingleheimer.
Nope.
Johnny.
Jonathan Jingleheimer Weiss.
Johnny. I don't know.
Isn't
That's my name.
David?
Too.
Nope.
David.
What is
it
it?
Michael?
Nope.
It's one of those.
Will you?
Don't say no.
Wait, I don't even think I know it. Wait, hold on. Johnny
Ben.
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 Close.
What?
What? 3 letters.
Bilious.
Bob.
Bilious.
Johnny Bob.
It's Brian.
Brian. I knew that.
That's not Brian.
What's up with that?
JBW.
'Cause I was like, that's my brother's middle name, and it's spelled the Abu Shakra way. I know this now.
It's
Damn it.
different. You
Anyways,
change it every time.
The point
one's
is,
steal
I did
my
not know
identity.
that. That's wild.
the
dude.
point is, I would like the Switch 2, please.
Well,
So,
you gotta earn it.
I am your friend. That is therefore earning.
Well, Johnny's aunt is in need. Blood is thicker than water, so friendship versus relativity.
Johnny doesn't have the extra Switch 2. Rocco has it. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, but
So we've been talking about this.
Yeah.
I have had a couple thoughts on the subject. Should Sean get a Switch 2? I still feel gross that Sean put zero effort into trying to
it
get
wasn't
one.
0.
Okay, 1.1%.
It was like
effort.
5.
we need to interview
So-
the kids.
What I'm thinking is, because people have been, I've been seeing people in the chat and stuff.
What are they saying?
Make him earn it, kind of thing.
What?
Yeah,
We're gonna make him earn it.
they want to see you suffer.
Can we do a poll in the chat? Should he even get a Switch 2?
We could start there. if
Yeah,
you
let's
want.
start there.
Okay.
I think
Yo.
phase 1, if the audience does not want you to have one, we got to give the
I
people what they don't
cannot
want.
imagine that my dear friends on our chat would say no.
Let's go ahead and put that in there right now. Yeah, live.
You can't imagine that. I
I
can.
no, I think that they like to fuck around with me and that we have a good time together. But I think when a push comes to shove, there's love.
They want
right?
to see. They want to see you succeed,
All right.
but they also know.
I think if they vote you don't get a Switch 2, the conversation ends here and we
Oh.
drop it forever.
That's fine.
But
Come on.
while they're voting, you can plead your case to the audience
Okay.
why they should vote in a certain way.
Okay.
Wow, it comes down to this.
Hello, audience.
All right.
50-50.
50-50.
This
I'm
shit's
getting
split.
nervous. You guys, I am sorry that I didn't give 100% to getting the Switch 2, but I was working doing Record Club, and that was the one chance I had to do it.
Weren't you in the
really,
car?
No, I was here. I was right at this seat.
I thought you were wiping butts or something.
No, I
Derek,
do.
he
Yeah.
was doing Record Club.
Record Club.
It was in the studio.
In
and
the
at
studio.
any point, is that show live?
No.
Okay, so
Oh,
at any
yeah.
point.
But it was
could've been
late at
paused.
night. Hey.
Oh, it was late. Oh, I
Okay.
didn't.
Yeah, we know what time.
that.
We were all ordering the
Yeah,
Switch
we were.
too.
We were all up doing it.
Okay. So
I had
here's
3
here's my
screens
point.
open. They were all
Here-
crashing on me.
Here's my point. Is I
Get to the point.
really would like a Switch 2
Why?
because I think it'd be fun to play with me and the kids. The new Mario Kart. We love Mario Kart. We love Donkey Kong. We're just big Nintendo fans. Now,
Yeah, not that great a
admittedly,
reason.
I did
Yeah.
not
Should have
put in the amount of effort I could have, I
That's for
suppose. But I would really like my friends here to bail me out. I know you got an extra one, and I would appreciate it.
So it came down between doing Record Club or taking care of your kids.
Well, my kids
There
were
you
taken
go.
care of.
There it is.
This poll is way closer than I was hoping.
If it was for my kids, if I was doing something for my kids,
Yeah.
I'd put in all the effort I can.
You don't even have
True.
kids.
I would-
you have
wouldn't-
zero
wouldn't-
kids.
I would
I wouldn't
pause
do
Record
like a
Club.
1% or a 5%.
Okay.
I would go 110%.
Yeah.
for
I
that.
agree.
What record was it?
It was for the Kinks.
Who the fuck the Kinks,
Kinks.
girl?
The Kinks.
Who the fuck are the Kinks?
Oh,
You know the Kinks?
No, that's a line in another song.
Oh, okay. So,
But
anyway,
yeah, it is close.
It is very,
Oh, wow.
you guys.
I don't
please.
like how close it is either.
You guys.
About 1 minute left on this poll.
Johnny made it too long. If it should be over right now, and then I would have. Okay,
Well, maybe we get raided and
You
someone.
got 3 minutes to.
no, that's not it. That can't be.
Maybe there's like
correct.
an agent of chaos comes into the Twitch. You know,
Okay, so-
shakes it up.
I appreciate everyone who voted yes. I appreciate you. All the people who voted no. I know you're just trying to get a rise out of me. But
By
I
the way,
will.
this guy drives around in like $100,000 convertible.
That could not be further from the truth.
Yeah, he just got a new
and,
car
and he
too.
wants one of our Switches.
You guys saw it?
100. This car, I think the Kelly Blue Book is like $2,000 on this
Did
car.
you see the new car though, guys?
The new car?
He's rolling big, dude. That's,
I
Yeah, it's
assure
like an
you.
Aston Martin.
yeah, it's
I
something huge.
assure you, I am not rolling big, and every day is a struggle for me. But
you got a
we're
nice
here and we're
convertible.
doing our best.
I don't
and
know a lot about cars. It looks cool. What is Bugatti? I took a picture. What is
That's
that?
definitely not what I have.
Bugatti. What is
Oh,
that?
definitely not what I
All
have.
right, it's
shit.
within 11 votes, 10
I
seconds
feel
left.
Oh my God,
I feel like
it
I'm
is.
throw up.
12
You guys-
votes.
It's
please,
too close.
Please, everyone.
53 to 47.
Oh, thank God.
Was Jenny wearing the red bottoms when she came in last time?
All right, the people have spoken. You know, a lot of Shawn
Thank
fans
you.
out there.
Thank you to everyone who
Barely.
voted yes. And all the no votes, you can
Yo.
go, now the poll's over, you can go fuck
Yo,
yourself.
there was only
How
what?
dare you?
9 versus 21. What's that difference? There was like
Oh, is there a margin of error?
there was no. I'm just saying like there was only like 8 more people that voted yes for you, dude. It came
Damn,
down. It
bro.
came down
I
to like
can't
8 or
believe
14 fans. I can't do the math right
100
now.
more 109 people said I shouldn't get a Switch. Come on.
it's within
That's
12.
terrible.
12 people.
How do
12
you
people, right? Okay.
It's too early.
This is
to
just
do
like the
math.
presidential election. It comes down to 12 people. And
Yeah.
then they
Swing
don't want to do a
states.
recount.
My 12 favorite people.
Damn,
Thanks,
dude.
everyone.
All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'll get that Switch to you now.
Well,
Thank
you'll earn
you.
it.
No,
Yeah,
that was just
I did.
phase-
That was
phase
one.
phase one. You passed.
We've established the people would like to potentially see you get a Switch.
You're a contender now. Basically, the people voted you in to be a contender for the extra.
Johnny,
Switch
what's
now.
the shortest poll you can do? 1 minute? Should we do a poll? Should your aunt get the Switch too?
Well, wait a minute. I already won. I already got it.
Does it override?
Well,
yeah.
It's for my cousin, my 9-year-old cousin. So.
I have
Oh,
a
a
10-year-old
kid.
kid.
Oh, the
I have 4
kid.
kids.
His,
9
his
is
relative's
younger.
younger.
9 is
Wait,
younger.
By
so-
a couple months.
You say I have 4 kids, but when I ask when was the last time you wiped butts, you say I don't do that. So they're not kids?
They're adults. Technically, 2 of them are adults.
Well, Becca's going to be an adult officially on Monday, but that doesn't count.
that's after.
Well, he should be getting his own Switch too then. Frankly.
yeah, that's
Yeah, that's just
the maths. So you have 2 kids when the Switch 2 comes out.
okay. When that comes out, I will have 2. I will have 2 children. I'll have 4 kids.
Yeah.
That's
Well, 2
Oh.
adults, 2
Two-
children.
yeah. We don't need to do that poll, Johnny. It's fine. Your aunt doesn't need the Switch. No offense.
Wow. She's gonna watch this, dude.
Okay, please.
All right. Well,
I mean,
We'll
you can do the poll, I suppose.
We'll
if
figure it out. We'll figure out a way for you to earn it.
yeah. Now, how can Shawn earn the Switch? That's the second question.
so this is what I was gonna say is I have thoughts on this. What's that?
Give him a poll. I want to know what they think.
Yeah, you can give a poll, but
I want to know if it comes within 12 people, like on Shawn's
Yeah.
margin.
If Team Sean shows up again.
Overwhelmingly,
Oh,
yes.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
my
no.
God. Oh my God.
it's because I told the people who said no to fuck off.
undoubtedly the people would rather have it go to Johnny's
They didn't
aunt.
say rather. They said,
Wow.
should Johnny's aunt get the Switch?
To
yeah.
clarify,
Yeah.
this is should we give it instead of giving it to Shawn? Should
Yeah,
we give
it's
it
not
to
like
too
Johnny's
late.
aunt?
It's all skewed.
It's
all
not like
fucked
she
up.
gets
No,
Meg
they
Switch
know
or
what they're
my
voting
Switch.
on here.
Mm-mm.
Wow, more people have voted yes in this poll than, and it's
How
not
do we
even
know
over.
that Johnny even has an aunt?
Hey, that's
this
a good
could be
point.
all made up.
Yeah,
Your
imaginary
mom might be
aunt.
an only child.
Yeah,
Dang.
we have no idea.
Invisible aunt.
Dang, you only got 121 yes votes in
Yeah.
your entire poll.
I know.
We're already at that. It's
I
already
know.
surpassed more yeses for
Yeah,
this
why
one.
did it go that hard?
Sorry,
don't.
Tia
I think
Wise.
I just pissed him off. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you got on their bad books.
I was like the Doc Ryan for a moment, and I
Okay.
never want to be that. so.
Wow, here we go. So more people would actually
is
prefer if
that?
it went to Johnny's cousin.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
so
good
now
to
we're gonna
know.
have to figure that out.
Now we know.
Alright.
We know, but it doesn't change anything. But now we know. Thank you. Thank you.
There's a
Well-
bigger margin there.
okay. Well, this is what I was thinking. All right. There was an idea that you pitched a while ago.
That I pitched?
Yeah. Yes. And I'm going to use it against you. You shouldn't have pitched this.
Okay.
We had, this year we've been trying different stuff for some of our live streams and, events that we do and certain stuff, just trying to change it up, experiment with new things. One of the things that you pitched
Yeah.
was at one point you were like, oh, we should do a stream where I try to do some kind of advanced trick shot where you try to make it into, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never done a trick shot on anything, but like you bounce a ball off something and it's got to hit that and then land in a thing.
yeah.
Whatever. I think we should set up some kind of advanced trick shot thing for you.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
get
yeah,
it.
That'd be cool.
If it goes, if you land it,
Okay.
you can get it.
Is there a time limit on this?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far about it.
What about till like he gives up?
He'll never give up.
I'm
This'll
getting
be
Yeah,
like,
that's
Switch.
it.
this will be like hold your Wii for a Wii. He'll,
It'll kill
he'll
him.
die before he gives up.
Yo, this is gonna make that 5-hour car stream look crazy.
Come on,
It's
dude.
gonna be like Endgame.
It doesn't have to be this way. You guys just give me the Switch.
So, but that'll
What
be
if we give him a time limit
okay.
Oh, no.
and it's an insane trick shot because he's very sporty. So I don't want to
I'm
give him like,
sporty
oh,
spice.
swish the basketball.
and he's consistent. 69
Yeah.
miles an hour every time he throws.
This has to be like you hold two darts and you throw them at the same time. They both need to hit a bullseye.
Ooh.
Something like that.
That's not possible.
It's a trick shot. That's the
why-
whole point.
Yeah.
And we give him a time limit, like 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
And if he doesn't do it in the time limit, Johnny's aunt gets the switch.
no.
Yeah. Something like that. I
No,
think.
High stakes, high
And then,
stakes.
and then if he does it, then it's fair. I feel like 2 bullseyes in 20 minutes is equivalent to the amount of effort we all put in to get
That
the switch.
can't be right.
Yeah.
That
You-
can't.
Try to order on
Dude,
Target?
We
yes.
had 3 computers. They were all crashing.
Yeah, dude.
They
I
were
had my
all
phone,
it was
laptop.
insane.
I just
It was
wanted to
insane.
say that I could have lied to you all and said I just couldn't get one. I tried.
I know.
But I
Hey,
was
Shawn,
honest.
I agree with you. You should have lied about that. Yeah, I tried all night, couldn't get one. And I would have sympathized and we wouldn't be doing this.
Oh.
But you didn't do
Yeah, it was more like, no, I was listening to a Kinks record and I really just didn't care.
Shawn, you blew it off with an energy that I don't think you're aware of.
I don't think you. I think
We
you're
were
right.
all up all night going, oh my God, Target put me through the gauntlet. It's 2 a.m. Oh, I finally got one, but I've been hitting
By
reload
the
all
way,
night.
you were in the group chat,
Yes.
not even
You were
responding.
seeing it.
And,
Well, I
and
put
we
it on
were-
mute because it was
silent.
distracting me
Oh.
during the.
we were
record club.
corresponding like,
muted us.
hey, 1 minute till they go live. Who's ready? I have Target open. I have Best Buy open. I have Walmart. People were like, don't go to this one because it's going to get flooded.
Yeah.
Use the app because that's going
We're
to be
all helping each
we're
other.
all
Oh,
helping
mine is
each other.
crashed. Mine is crashed too. Flip over to this. It was so coordinated. And then you're just like, yeah, mute these guys.
Yeah, listen to what you
obviously the
said.
operation's
Listen to what you
going
said.
down.
The operation to get a Switch 2 for everyone was annoying me, so I muted it. Do you see why we're making you fight for a Switch 2 instead of giving you one?
I
Do you
am.
get that
I do get it.
You did this to
I'm
yourself.
able to self-reflect and look.
Literally.
and look at it.
We were all going so hard in that chat. Like, what do we do? What do I do? I'm panicking. Oh, I lost mine. Oh my God. All that. And at the end of it, I must emphasize this for the viewers at home. At the end of all of it, Shawn messages, yeah, I was doing record. I don't know. I was busy.
That's not.
Can I
what
get one of yours?
That's not what I said.
You got an extra
Oh, you
one,
got an
though.
extra one. Thanks. I mean, it was
Thanks.
that.
It was not like that. Oh,
kinda
come
like
on.
that.
No.
I'll just take one of your extras. I think was what you said.
It was, it was something like that. Like, I'll just
Oh.
take one of the extras. Thanks. It was like, what? After all we went through, you got that at the end.
What if I said it like, man, can I get one of the extras? And thanks so much for all your hard work. I really appreciate you guys.
But you should have
but
played
you
it that way
didn't
from
say
the
that.
beginning, but
Yeah.
you didn't do that. It was, I was busy.
You were
I got yours
braggadocious.
though. Thanks.
I was
That it.
braggadocious.
You came in with the confidence
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you
You did
already
not.
earned it.
Yep.
You'll get yours.
I'm
when
getting
it's
mine
time.
anyway, so it doesn't matter. That's what it
Okay.
was.
Well, I see how that definitely could have been the vibe I gave off.
Kind of entitled.
It felt like
apologize.
I didn't try because I knew I could just get you guys to do it.
yeah.
That's what
Thank
it felt.
you.
That's what it felt like.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I see that.
Now you will earn your Switch 2.
Okay. All right.
We'll think of it more. We'll think about it more. But
Yeah.
I think we'll develop some sort of
Double bullseye.
yes,
No, I can't-
double bullseye situation.
I've seen a
or
trick shot.
equivalent.
I saw a trick shot video on Instagram where a guy was throwing playing cards to try to get them caught in a pair of scissors.
Jesus
Blades
Whoa.
of scissors.
Wow.
Yeah, you probably have to do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blindfolded
Some
though.
of that effect.
When I pitched a trick shot idea, I wasn't imagining like insane trick shot. It's like a fun.
Can we spin you
We should
before?
specify.
What's a fun trick
Absolute-
shot? Like
I-
throwing
hey,
a baseball?
No. Let's
No,
do
no.
like just one spin.
Legitimately, I would rather not have the Switch 2. I won't do it. If I have
Okay.
to spin, I can't
He's
do it.
going back into the night of the Switch too.
Yeah.
Too
I
much-
can't do
Too
that.
much. I can't
Hey,
spin.
I that will ruin me. I can't do it. Sorry. Of all things, I
To
can't.
spin?
I can't spin.
Hey Kevin,
Uh,
if you wanted to get a Switch 2, would you spin?
Would you spin around?
What are you doing?
you know, it's
If it was for my children, my loving children,
yeah.
I would spin all night. But this guy,
don't
I would.
have
All
kids.
all night.
But if he did,
But if
he's
he
saying
did,
These imaginary
It's like when-
kids have the best dad.
It's like when OJ said, "If I did it."
Yeah.
just like OJ.
I don't want to give too much away right now. We just, well, I'm sure we'll probably talk about it next week. But we did do a video fairly recently. We'll call it an unexpected collaboration. Stay tuned. But the reason I bring it up is I had to spin for part of it. So you'll see that later. But and then even later, you'll see the footage where I hit the ground immediately. I was like, "Oh, I have no problem spinning. This will be great." And then I saw the ground wrong or something, and went
You were
other
spinning,
way.
and then out of nowhere, you just went fuck, and then you were on the ground.
I went horizontal.
I honestly thought you were doing like a comedy bit. It was
I-
so like yeah, fuck.
Yeah, it was literally that because this is a very good spirited video, a very happy video, and then yay, fuck, and then the vibe I got from everyone else because no one went like, oh shit, are you okay? It was haha, yeah, you good?
Yeah.
You good? You good? Anyway, so you'll see that footage eventually.
Even watching Rocco spin in a circle, I get dizzy doing that.
Oh, I
can't-
thought of
can't-
you.
I can't
Really?
look at it.
I thought of you when we
Yeah.
were filming. It's like if Shawn was cast as his character, like
I am
no go.
so sensitive to
I
spinning.
used to watch
Wow.
like Wild and Crazy Kids.
Yeah.
and they would have the
Oh,
baseball
bat.
bat.
Yeah.
You put your head on the bat and spin
Yeah.
around and play baseball.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's only gotten worse as I've gotten older, and I think that I used to do that as a kid, and it was fucking bad. But I can't even. There's no way I would even attempt that. Couldn't even do
It's
it.
an inner ear thing, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What do they do? Like clean it out or something real good?
No, it's not even that. It's just like some people.
Maybe you're
just-
getting older. It's getting gunked up, and we need to
Yeah.
like flush.
We
the
need one of those like
I
Amazon
flush the
camera.
brakes.
I did.
Poses.
Oh yeah, I did the flushing thing. Remember for a barbecue cast once, and I almost missed it because I got sick because
It fucked you
it
up.
fucked me up so bad.
Oh no!
It changed my equilibrium. It was
So
bad.
you got to leave it alone.
I think that's all mental.
Yeah,
Yeah.
psychosomatic.
Yeah, just think about being
Attic
fine,
insane.
and that'll cancel.
Oh.
Breathe it.
Hey, we're gonna click over to the after show in a few minutes because we got a lot more stuff planned.
for sure.
That's really fun. But one thing I want to talk about on the main show because it's important was Garrett killed Norm,
Oh,
the guy from
this
Cheers,
fucking
George
guy.
Wendt.
I didn't mean to, guys.
I cannot
I
believe
didn't do it on purpose.
the last podcast you said he died, and I was like, no, he's still alive. And then within the time the next podcast happened, he died.
Yeah, but this isn't the first time this has happened with
Yeah,
Garrett.
this is what I wanted to get into.
Didn't I talk about like Borderlands 4? That movie came out. Yeah, it's based Borderlands. I guess it's based on Borderlands 4. I don't know. Not a
Yeah,
great
you kept
game.
insisting Borderlands 4 existed when it didn't.
It didn't. And then the next day, It
got
was announced.
Yeah.
Borderlands 4.
But
is
I'm not
coming.
even thinking about that. Like that was you predicted that. That was
Okay,
great.
that was a recent
amazing.
one.
You willed that into existence.
What was the other
I'm
one?
talking about what you willed out of existence because
Oh.
Norm from Cheers was one.
Oh, that-
No.
But then there was that podcast we talked about horror movie stuff, and
Yeah.
you kept saying, "Oh, Tony Todd, rest in peace." Tony Todd was fully alive, and the chat is like, "Yeah, he isn't dead. He keeps saying rest in peace. He's not dead."
Oh.
And then within a month of that, what happened?
Yeah, then he
Jesus.
did die.
You're like
He passed.
you're like a fucking living monkey's paw.
Yeah.
You talk about something and the finger curls up and that person,
Like-
whatever you said happens.
Oh, I gotta shut up.
but in the
Whenever-
wrong way.
Wavelength Garrett's brain is on, he can see this a little bit into the future. He just has like a vibe, like he knows this is
It
where
must
You're
gonna
picking
go.
up on Death's plan.
yeah,
Yeah.
it must be like I'm picking up on that frequency. I've tapped into the eternal field.
I was
Garrett
honestly-
Destination.
The Norm thing bummed me out more than I was prepared.
you wish it
for.
was Cliff Clayton, right?
I
You wish
wish
it was
that on
Ted
anyone.
Danson.
No, God, I love Ted Danson.
you wish
too.
it was Carla.
No,
You wish
don't-
it was Rhea Perlman.
That's the same person. But I
Different names. Now, Carl is a character. Rhea
Carl's
Perlman's
a
the
character.
actress.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
you got to
true.
know the difference.
But
We were
yeah,
just
Rocco,
at Cheers while we were
at Cheers
eating,
and then
in Boston. We stopped in.
Rocco sent a text, or it was an image of what that bar did, and it was like flowers at the stool where Norm would sit, and a little plaque. And
No
it was like-
way.
it was
And
like
did you
so
realize, like,
wait.
weird.
that
you,
was
you
5
did the
feet from us?
Padres lost announcement
No,
for
it wasn't.
Norm?
It wasn't that.
Damn, dude.
no,
it wasn't that.
it was heartfelt.
It was a heartfelt
I
thing.
showed that they reserved that seat.
And they put flowers there.
Yeah.
It was reserved for Norm.
I thought this was like a Padres lost type of
No.
But it was
No.
crazy because we were in that room
Norm
a
dead.
week
Yeah,
ago.
we were just there.
Yeah.
And I was looking at that corner where they set up
The Norm spot.
the Norm
yeah.
area. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, I was bummed about that one. I love that guy.
Yeah, sorry to his family and
And-
children. I didn't mean to put a hex.
He was in
Upon
one of
his
my
life.
favorite 80s Twilight Zone episodes that no one's ever seen these, but he was the one of the episodes, and it's fucking awesome.
What was the episode?
The episode was like he was miserable in his life and kept wanting to go to the basement and like work on some weird like experiment to get away from his wife and shit. And then he opens up to things for a different dimension, and then like another one of him walks out, and he goes into that one comes in, and then they
Oh.
both find happiness and like
Oh,
They're-
They were just in the wrong dimension.
they're in the wrong dimension.
See, I remember him from Macaulay Culkin's father. who
Yeah, I was
wants him
about
to
to
turn
say.
the music down in the Michael Jackson music video.
black or white
Yeah.
music video. Yeah. I thought he was great. He was in an SNL sketch once called Zactu and Mondo from Way Way Beyondo. Go look that up.
What
Wow.
the fuck?
Don't
Where
know
they're in a spaceship that goes through time, and
Oh,
they keep. I think it was written by Mr. Show People. It feels like that. It's these guys travel through space, but they keep accidentally opening the door on like a kid. Like, oh, we just crushed a kid. Oh my God, we got to go. And it just keeps happening. It strikes me as an early version of a Mr. Show
That's
sketch
funny.
that they did later.
I forgot George Wendt was on so many SNL episodes.
Yeah, he's
like
got all the Bears.
the Bears.
Yeah.
yeah.
I forgot about those. Oh wow, yeah.
So there's that, but also fantastic in Spice World. Like
He was in Spice World.
oh yeah, I think he drives their bus. I think.
Tour bus driver. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the scene.
that might have
where
been his
role.
defining
She
role.
goes
to be honest.
Sunday drivers, and it's only Saturday.
Well, I just want to know who's Garrett cursing next.
Well, I thought maybe let's use this to our advantage. So I it sucks what happened to that Harry Potter author. What's her name? So sad.
It's so sad.
In Minecraft, what happened to her? Let me cover all my bases. I didn't say the name. I just said
Okay,
what
J.K.
she worked
Rowling?
on.
You didn't say it.
I didn't say it. Okay. Yeah, that one. A shame. Real shame.
Oh, she's fine, don't
followed
worry.
her. Haven't followed her in a few years. What's everybody's problem with her?
What has she done?
She wrote Harry Potter.
Yeah, they made
Now,
a
I
new
haven't been on
land.
the internet for a while. Is everyone mad about these books?
Great book.
What's going on
I
here?
like the
So
wizard.
yeah, let me just think positively. We'll do like a service with this kind of newfound power I have, and yeah, just rip rig.
Yeah, this
Rest
is
in power.
all
Miss-
funny bit
Miss
until there's an
Potter.
investigation when this actually happens, and it's like Garrett.
You know,
No, he said
I'm
in Minecraft.
surprised I haven't had the FBI knock. In
Oh,
the
they've
middle of the
knocked.
night. They're gonna do a no knock raid. Kill my dog. Now who's laughing? Yeah, no,
knock
all in
raid.
Minecraft, like
Damn.
Derrick said, with the thought cops excuse.
Yeah.
I'll plead that'll hold up in court.
That ought to do it.
I'm gonna end up in El Salvador another 6 months. We'll be streaming the PPS from the kill room.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm getting dark towards the end of the show. Excuse me.
Your tattoos over there. I think that means MS
Oh,
13.
shit.
Oh no!
I think I've decoded what I see one lightsaber,
The
and
AT field means M, and the Rei Ayanami means S.
this-
Oh,
Yep.
this guy's going to Venezuela,
Yep.
and we're shaving his head.
fuck.
Real quick before we all get locked up and detained and all that stuff, I did want to give a shout out to our audience for watching us, supporting us, and making our show possible. Viewers like you make the magic possible. So thank you.
Thank you, viewers.
And you can do so if you want to be involved in the magic. Patreon.com/Mega64. Hit it up, do it up, subscribe. You're going to find amazing stuff there. We got exclusive video shit every week.
You'll be entered into the raffle. You get
That's
Yes.
right.
a couple raffle tickets by visiting our Patreon.
That's definitely a great way to
win
do
the
it.
Smash box.
That does enter you in. Wow.
Snack box.
Snack box.
It's a snack box controller by Junk Food
Thank you.
and SNK. Thank you, SNK.
Thank you, SNK.
Smashbox was like a prostitute den in San Diego.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. 2 for 1.
Smash Mouth was a band.
Bring
And
a buddy
Smash
a half
Mouth
price.
was a band. Anyway, so patreon.com/Mega64. Just this week, there's a lot coming to it too that I've had like blocked up, like constipated for a minute here.
What?
Because we had a couple projects hit us out of nowhere that were kind of
Oh.
last minute.
I know what you mean.
So there hasn't been time. Like one of them just finished yesterday.
Mhm.
Now that that's out of the way, there's some stuff that I've been sitting on. I hate to keep using the constipated allegory, but
We're
there's
going to deliver some serious shit.
Yeah.
there's going to be a movement very soon.
Yeah, in other Patreon videos, he always references his itchy asshole.
We're going to do a video
Yeah,
dump.
that's in there.
Yeah.
There's some extra footage from our Xbox video. There's going to be a ton of extra footage from this new video that's going to come out soon.
Nice.
There's a bunch to come. But a minute ago, there was extra footage from Boston
Oh, yeah.
of me and Kevin and our contributions to
The setup.
creating our booth at PAX East, stuff
Okay,
like that.
cool.
So you can see more from that day.
I felt like we already put out an over an hour long video of the
Yeah.
making of our booth and all
Yeah.
that stuff at the show. That's already been up. I felt like it was a little biased.
Mm.
Yeah, because
Kinda-
I was kind of mean when I roasted those random passerbyers in the van.
Well, I felt like it showed you guys as the hard workers. And then
Oh.
what are me and Kevin doing? Nothing. Sitting, pulling our pud.
I mean, it showed what it showed.
Well, I've released footage on there just yesterday of what the real story, what me and Kevin were doing the whole time.
Oh,
That's on
okay.
Patreon now.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to go check
You
that
know
out.
what?
And there's
I've
a bunch
honestly
to come.
Is that
never
code
seen-
for just a creepy old crypt they filmed?
I've
while
never
we-
seen
No.
what they do while we're getting the U-Haul.
Yeah.
Legitimately,
You'll see it now.
I will watch this because I'm dying to.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
what
it
do
is-
you actually do?
It is kind of a mystery.
Because you always are
Sitting
kind of in a
down.
bad mood, like you've been going through a lot,
Sitting
and I'm
down
always like,
playing
what did
Switch.
he go through?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch it and find out. I'm excited.
Sleeping under the table. I've been there.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
Yeah.
It's con season, baby.
Everyone look and see how hard I worked and how hard Rocco worked, and then realize that maybe the Switch 2 should just be more.
Well, he was exhausted
Oh
from
my
ordering the
God.
Switch too because it was exhausting.
I mean, you did
Yeah, it was a
duck
late
out.
night.
You left PAX earliest at all of us.
Me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. It
Damn.
always comes back to the same answer.
Oh,
Hey,
But anyway, That's on
was
Patreon.
there anything else you're going to plug?
Yeah, and I was just going to say shop.mega64.com as well. We have the best apparel. We got media. We got Blu-rays of our work, all kinds of stuff. The online store's a little picked over right now. We've been selling stuff on there, but also PAX came and a lot of our inventory went there. Stay tuned. We're going to have a restock
hell yeah.
of a few things in the next few days. There's a certain hat people have been waiting for that have been messaging us for like months now. Like, is that ever getting restocked? It will be in the next few days. But anyway, stay tuned. Follow us on our socials. You get an update when those go up because they're going to be first come, first serve, baby. So stay tuned. Shop.mega64.com. Anyway.
Is it cool can I show off my book?
yes.
Oh, yes, dude,
Absolutely. People went
please.
on the roller coaster of this.
Derrick, if you don't know, kickstarted a while ago
And there was
Phobia
yeah.
horror anthology. And you got your
Was this a sample that you got?
you got a copy to show us?
Did-
Johnny, where's the goddamn book?
What were you going to say?
Well, I just want to say, I've kind of heard about you working on this comic book stuff here and there. I didn't know the book itself was going to be like this, and you handed it to me the other day, and I literally exclaimed, Holy fuck.
I know.
I
it
was
very
so
nice.
blown away by this.
I wanted to show off the soft cover. I think I left that in my car, but
Oh.
I have the hardcover edition here.
Damn.
Look at that.
That's what I
Special
saw.
edition. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at this. You got the
Damn.
black printed edges. You have the foil stamping here, the bookmark. I'm super
It's so deluxe, man. The special edition.
excited to show this off to people. And again, this is like something I've been working on,
Full color.
geez, for like 11 years at this point,
Dang.
honestly.
But here it is. You're holding it.
Wow.
Yeah, I started writing these back in 2014. Anyways, I just wanted to show people off here. I finally have let me find like a cool page here. I mean, every page is cool, but I mean, there's so much like amazing art. This one is kind of like manga inspired. You can't really see it here, but yeah, I just want to let people know the book is coming along. I finally got this proof here. This one was done by artist Lux Fatale, who did the cover of The Room.
Yeah, the
USB that
thing.
we put out recently.
Yeah.
Super cool. The Goo is a fan favorite story here. Really happy with how this book has turned out. Super scary stuff here. It's gonna give you nightmares. Yeah, just want to show people that the book has finally arrived. Yeah, look at this. I showed it to people here.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, it's so
dude.
nice.
Now we are, this is the hardcover. I don't have the soft cover here in hand. I am talking to the printer because they actually goofed up on this foil. It's gold. It was supposed to be purple.
Oh.
So
Oh.
yeah. In,
well, that's good either way.
classic, like everything with this book, just another hiccup along the way. But I am talking with them about fixing this. I think they're going to include a complimentary dust jacket,
Oh.
which will make the book even nicer. It was something I opted not to do originally because it was going to
Add to the cost.
increase the cost of the book, but they've graciously offered to throw that in to rectify the gold here. So they're going to do a purple foil dust jacket, and then the gold will be hidden underneath.
That's cool.
That's a good solution. I like that.
Kind of makes the whole package a little bit nicer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially for that
So,
deluxe
you know,
version.
we're taking a mistake. We're taking some lemons and we're making lemon meringue pie out of it.
Nice.
Mm.
But yeah, I just want to let people know it's been a long journey and we're coming to the end of it here. So everybody who supported this book on Kickstarter will be receiving theirs in the mail very soon. But yeah, just want to let people know.
That's awesome.
Here's the
Congratulations,
actual
Derrick.
book.
Yeah,
Thank
congrats,
you.
man.
That's so cool.
Yes, 2014 to 2025.
Damn.
Dude.
From an idea to a physical book. Now I have it in hand, and you will all have it in hand soon. So Phobia Volume 1.
Wow.
Dope.
Yeah.
So cool.
Huge accomplishment, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
really.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. All right, everyone. That's going to do it for our main show, but we will.
Well, can I show something?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Yeah, if you got something to show, I want
yeah,
to
you
see
could
it.
you could wrap it up, but
Okay.
I just feel bad, and I really want to try to make it up to people.
Okay.
I promised everyone would get to see Lightsaber routine, and they didn't get to.
Oh.
So I'll go get that set up. You can wrap up the show.
when was that?
Okay.
Oh, that
I'm gonna
episode.
need like 30 minutes probably to set up.
I'll
30
vamp.
minutes.
I'll vamp. I'll vamp.
A couple.
You
That was
know
a couple
what?
weeks ago.
He thinks we're gonna be jerks.
Yeah,
He's
he
like,
thinks-
oh, I'll walk away. They'll end the show.
He really thinks that
they'll be mean to me.
We'll
You
end
know
it
what?
now.
I'm making an effort to be a nicer guy. I'm making an effort to be more accepting of Rocco's interests.
You
Mhm.
did say that, yeah.
Mhm.
So we'll wait.
You
for
know
him.
what? I do think he thought that there's no way we're gonna let this happen, but we're letting this happen.
Yeah, now let's
Yeah,
wait.
We're
the
gonna,
Now I
30
we're
minutes.
gonna,
insist.
I'm gonna support him.
Now I insist. So everyone, stay tuned.
Wide shot, please.
Wide shot. And Rocco, go ahead. Let's see it.
Okay, this is. Yeah, so I've been getting into the custom Pixel Saber.
Hey, I want to let you
type
know they can
market.
all see your ass on
Just
camera. Just
go-
the way
just
you're
so you know.
standing with your current costume, they could see your
Costume.
ass.
your
is out.
ass and,
Well, there
and
it is
possibly your penis.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
the-
That's worse.
No.
Oh, that's
No. Pull your pants up, bro.
Johnny. Don't show that.
I've been getting into custom like Pixel Saber type stuff. I've got custom modded sounds on here.
Okay.
I've got a Profi board type chassis in this one, and this one's more this particular hilt is more for combat. It's smooth, so it doesn't have any like buttons sticking out or knobs, so that it's more for just combat training.
Okay, so let's see it.
How much did this cost?
Ooh, look at that.
What?
Nope.
What brand is this?
Pixel Saber. Jesus Christ.
You want to cut this at different angles so you can see it all?
Couldn't have been a better angle.
Watch the cat. Watch the kid. Oh, watch it. Oh.
Wait. Okay, watch this.
That's cool.
Wait, there's a cool one. Look, I got a
Good job, honey.
I got a cycle.
Good job, sweetie.
Of Darth Plagueis the White.
Whoa.
Great job, hun.
So is this the one that cost $470?
No,
No?
absolutely not.
Higher or lower?
Ooh, cut your leg off
Oh,
there.
I can't remember.
Cut his own leg
Oh
off.
my God.
I'm seeing Pixel Sabers, upwards of $470.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Don't know what this
Wow.
model is.
Wait, I'll wait for.
Sweetie, that is so good.
I don't want that. Hold on, that one's Luke.
Darth Sidious.
No, I don't want Darth Sidious. There's a really cool one here. Hold on.
Master Yoda.
No, I don't want Yoda.
Wait,
Hold
is this a NeoPixel?
We will have
That's a
revenge.
type of saber. That's not like.
That's not this.
It's not like the specific one.
What brand are you using?
It's not a brand. I had this. It's like different parts.
It's a custom. It's a custom build.
It's a mod.
That sounds more expensive than what you're saying.
That's Darth Vader. I don't want that. Hold on. There's a cool one.
It's a
coming.
custom mod.
Yeah. He doesn't want anybody else to buy
Tauntaun?
one, so he's not going to tell me.
T-Rex. You can do Tauntaun
I
mode?
think it's
Well,
End
this,
Saber.
no, that's a Tusken Raider. Have you seen Star Wars?
Excuse me.
It sounds like he's killing the Tusken Raiders. Right?
Your
Can you hear
profit
this?
board seems a little distorted.
Can you hear this? Listen.
Now I got a question. Is this a bit you're doing?
I don't know. The audio seems kind of not official, so it seems a bit tinny.
Hold on. There's a cool one coming up.
That's why I thought that was a
Yeah.
Wampa or something.
Hold on. I just want to play one. Cool
Well,
one.
okay.
Then you can end it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I don't want to be the guy to end this.
Yeah. Me.
I want to be supportive here.
Yeah, Derek.
This one
I'll
sounds
do
like
it.
A TIE fighter. Listen to this.
You know, guys,
Dang.
I added this myself. Check this out. See?
this is
It sounds like a TIE fighter.
this is new to you, but we deal with this every day here at Mega64.
Keep keep it away.
It's like, Rocco, do you want to write the next video? Hold on, this sounds like a TIE fighter.
Sounds like a TIE fighter. Is that
Hey.
cool? I added that myself.
Rocco,
We gotta pre-order.
Rocco,
the,
we're gonna go do Halo in real life today. We already did that skit. On tour.
All right. Good job, Rocco. Proud of you, but thank you. That's all right. You hit.
You hit the
That's
light.
the camera.
Hitting the
All
film
right.
lights.
Well, that's it for today, everyone. Want to say respect to everyone and their interests. Goodbye. Jesus Christ. Johnny, end this shit.
Come back to this. Ready? Sorry, I forgot. I didn't show you the coolest one. We'll end on this. Ready?
Yep.
I'm about to end this podcast with a seismic charge.
Sounds like you have a Doom Saber.
Ready?
Oh, it's slow. What is happening?
Oh, it's like edging.
Whoa! Oh my God! Okay, well, Johnny. Now, okay, back to the. Take Johnny.